Well, hello everyone. I'm trying something a little bit different with my recording today, and hopefully that works out in our benefit. But in any regards, we have some more progress to knock out because we were able to defeat Whitney last week, and we will be progressing to the next area, assuming we are able to. I don't think that I have to do anything else here at the radio station, but I'm going to check just to be safe. And we'll figure out what's going on here, but we're aiming to go on to the fourth gym and see how that goes. Let me just double back inside here and see if there's anything awry that needs to be addressed. And something's going on because there's a police officer here. Anywho, let's progress on here, and as always, I'll catch up with things when and if something interesting or important happens. All right, here we are at the strange tree, and we have the squirt bottle. So let's go ahead and use it. That's going to agitate the tree and lash out at us, which, kind of expected from that type of a tree, if you would. That's not a tree at all. But let's go ahead and switch over to Timmy, get him out here so we can make some quick work of it. I don't think that there's a need to have Sudowoodo on the team, but if he doesn't die to this water bottle, then we'll at least try and catch him, or that water gun. And he didn't. Okay, that was more than I anticipated. We should resist that. Or at least it does neutral damage to us. There's another water gun. And if we hit him again with it, he would probably end up fainting. So let's just throw a Pokeball and see what happens. I'm not going to waste too many of these on him, but if he stays in any of them, then hey, that's a Sudowoodo caught. Did not end up maintaining that. Here comes a water gun from him, which we do resist. I don't know, Mimic is just kind of a weird move, if you will, because you end up copying moves more often than not that are the type of Pokemon that it came from, and so that just doesn't seem super productive. Hey, Sudowoodo was caught, and we'll go ahead and move along into the next little portion here. Now, the only other thing that we did end up accomplishing in between these little sections here is we did get our Abra to evolve into a Kadabra, so that's always fun. We're going to name this, there it is. We're going to name this female Sudowoodo Fanny, just because that seems like it's fitting for a Sudowoodo that we'll probably never use. But let's make our way through to this next section of the game, and again, we'll catch up when something interesting happens. Alright, well, here we are at the gym. Let's see... Oh, Morty went up to the burn tower. Because of course every single gym that you try and go in this gen has some sort of prerequisite to it. Anyway, let's make our way up to said burned tower. I don't know if it's up this street. There it is. It's up here. And if we make our way up into the actual building itself, we'll figure out what exactly is going on. Oh, those are the dogs downstairs. That's fun. And who else do we have here? Eugene. Yeah, you're looking for Suicune. And I can see that Suicune's down there. Am I able to move around you? I don't know if I am. And I don't have any need for Rattata in this playthrough, so we're going to move right on past and around it. Okay, I can't go there. What's your deal? Oh, you are, Suicune, Entei, Raikou. Yeah, you're the gym leader that I was looking for. Oh, my rival's up there. That's gonna be fun. and another Rattata that we're going to run away from because, again, don't have any use for that. And let's deal with William over here. Yeah, of course it's me. I'm just here because I was told to come here, dude. But I guess you want to make something of it. So let's do this, I suppose. Alright, William. What do you got? Ghastly. That's unfortunate for you. Mainly because I'm just going to Confusion it right off the bat and get rid of it. Bye, Ghastly. That was nice knowing you. Good work, Deborah. Alright, here comes the next... Oh, nice level up there, too. Here comes the next Pokemon from our... Disabled, that's nice as well. Next Pokemon from our opponent is a Zubat. And because it's still a poison type, we can still click past it pretty quick here with another Confusion. Not so bad. And Deborah gaining more experience, always good. Bayleaf up next. And I don't think that I have anyone that can deal with this with super effective type moves. Oh, I do. It's the Zubat. Haha. Reflect. And that's a team increase. Let's go ahead and switch to Zach. And Synthesis coming in to heal it up a bit. That's awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to see out of my opponent's Bayleaf. Let's get a Wing Attack in there. Magical Leaf. That should hopefully not do a whole lot to us. Yeah, it doesn't, because we resist it as a flying type. And I think we're having to deal with the issues of this Bayleaf having Reflect Up is what it really comes down to. That and we'll continue to have some issues with our opponent as long as it's a higher level than we are. Get the Supersonic off. That's great. Thank you, Zach. That's exactly what I needed out of you today. Reflect's effect wore off, so now we can Wing Attack, and its Confusion will hopefully prevent it from hitting us on every turn with an attack. There goes a Wing Attack, which did pretty well. If we can hit another one of these, of course he withdraws the Bayleaf and sends out a Magnemite, which is fun. And it also gets rid of the Confusion that we had on it. But I am going to counter with a switch of my own into something much stronger. Thundershock does nothing to me. In the meantime, we're going to Magnitude, assuming that we don't get confused by the Supersonic. Don't hit yourself. And of course you hit yourself. Let's try this again. Sonic Boom comes out. That does 20. Which we can live through another one of those, assuming we don't hurt ourselves in Confusion again. Because this is not a Nuzlocke run, let's go ahead and throw a Super Potion onto Edna. Just so we can get all the way back up to our maximum health. And there goes the Sonic Boom again. Okay, we can live through another one of those. So let's hit that Magnitude one more time. That's not particularly great. Edna, please hit your Magnitude. Thank you. And that was enough to take it out. Nice work. Zach gaining experience, Edna gaining experience, and Bayleaf coming back out here. Now, Edna is not going to be able to really do anything here, and I wouldn't want her to stick around anyway. So let's get Zach back out into the fray. And Magical Leaf coming in again, which we should still resist. Let's go back to the Supersonic, especially if it's going to set up Reflects and stuff. Excellent work by Zach getting that hit. And let's continue to attack into it with Wing Attack, as that's going to deal the most amount of damage of what Zac is capable of doing. And, of course, it snaps out of its confusion and uses Synthesis, because why wouldn't it? Wing Attack is still going to get some damage in there. It should just about be out of Syntheses. I think it only has 5. I think that's 4 of them that it's used right there. So you're just making this fight drag on longer than it needs to, dude. Thank you for landing that Supersonic again there, Zac. So we're going to Wing Attack the Bayleaf, and thank you for hurting yourself in confusion. I really appreciate that. Wing Attack continuing to chip away at its health. And the Reflect is no longer up. Please hit yourself again, Bayleaf. That's what I like to see. And now we should be dealing more damage because it's not resisting our moves from the increased defense. Yes, it hit itself in confusion again. That's going to be a wrap on this fight. Excellent work there. We handled that just about as well as we could have. Zac gaining 331 experience and growing to level 19. I don't think that that's where we have the evolution into Golbat, but Edna also gaining a level. Not so bad. And yeah, give me your money and get out of here, because I don't want to have to deal with you. Anyhoozle, let's make our way into a Rattata Encounter, I'm sure. Yeah, we're just going to run from this because there's no reason for me to spend the time or resources on Pokemon that I have no interest in catching. We're not going to go down that yet, if I can help it. And I can't help it. I have to go down the ladder. There's no other option for me. So that's going to cause the legendaries here to flee. Yep. They're not exactly happy with me having intruded on where they were kind of hanging out. Hi, Suicune. Thank you for acknowledging me. I did see it. And I don't know. We'll find it eventually, I'm sure. These are roaming legendaries that will crop up at some point. I don't know. I can't make my way through the remainder of this tower until I have strength. Or Rock Smash, or probably both. So I don't know why I'm wandering around down here. But let's make our way back to the gym so we can fight the gym leader and make our way out of here. Alright, let's head into this gym now and actually make some progress, or the progress that we were intending on doing in today's episode. What do we have here? It looks like it's going to be ghosts. I think that's what I recall it being. And here comes a Ghastly, yep. Togepi does have a Psychic type move, actually. Which should deal a decent amount of damage to this Ghastly, and I'm not expecting for it to take it out. But it did. So I'll take that for what it's worth. And who else comes out to play here? Another Ghastly? Well, this should be a pretty simple case of rinse and repeat. And we've been cursed, which means that we have... we'll be taking damage progressively every turn now, I think is what it is. But it helped us take out the Ghastly a little bit more efficiently, if you will. That's 10 hit points. That's a lot of damage from Curse there. Let's hit Extra Sensory. Mean Look. Well, now I can't switch out, so that's unfortunate. But Extra Sensory will make pretty quick work of this Ghastly as well. It's not a higher level, so it should still go down. That's what I was trying to say there. And now we're going to take some more Curse damage. But we gained a level, and that's pretty good there. Does it still do 10 to us? It does. Here comes another Ghastly. Let's get extra sensory. Spite, that's not great, because it reduces how many times we're able to use extra sensory. And I don't know how many uses we have left. But that makes it through the Ghastly there, and I think he has one more is what I saw. Yep, because otherwise the fight would have ended there. Alright, extra sensory one more time. I don't know why you're mean looking again, because I don't think I was able to switch from before. I don't know why it played out, because I shouldn't have been able to escape or switch. And that's all it took to get rid of the Ghastlies in here, was a bunch of extra sensories from Togepi. So, not so bad. We didn't even have the same type attack boost. Encore... I think Encore's better than Charm, honestly. So we'll hold on to that. And Georgina is down, so let's go ahead and make our way back up here. Why did that go dark around her? I didn't care for that. Let's heal up the team and then head back in here for round 2 with a fresh team, or mainly just make sure that Togepi's fighting fit. Alright, here's the next medium. At least I would think that the gym trainers would all share the same name. Medium Grace, sending out Haunter. Which Paula should still be able to deal with fairly well. Oh, Extra Sensory has 30. We're so fine, assuming we don't punch ourselves in the face with this Confuse Ray. Alright, Paula. Use Extra Sensory. Thank you. I don't know if it's going to take it out. Probably not, because Haunter has higher stats. But what we can do is we can pivot to Deborah, who's a lower level anyway and could use some experience. And then Haunter using Mean Look, so now we're trapped in here. But that's really just your undoing there, my good sir. Let's go ahead and Confusion the Haunter. And since our stats should be about on par, there's no reason that that wouldn't take it out, which it did. Nice work. Deborah gaining some points alongside Togepi, which I can't recall the name off the top of my head because I don't have this team memorized just yet. And Confusion should make quick work of the Haunter there. So honestly, not that bad. I don't even feel like we need to make our way out to go heal up the team. So let's make our way to the next medium here and see how well that goes for us, because it shouldn't be that bad, all things considered. Why do your torches go out when you do things like this? Summer, autumn, winter, spring. Yeah, cool. Let's just get on with that. Next fight here. You just have a singular Haunter, but it is a higher level. Alright, Paula, let's get that extra sensory in here. And we got Sucker Punched, so that's not particularly great. I thought that would have stopped us from attacking, but apparently not. Maybe it's only physical attacks. It's extra sensory again. And we should be okay, I think. I didn't do the quick math off the top of my head as to what that's going to do. Yeah, let's extra sensory one more time. If Paula goes down, it's not the end of the world. Nope, she lived through it. Awesome, awesome. Let's make our way out of this fight, back to the gym, heal up, and then go confront what I assumed is the gym leader at the end of this path. Nice work, Paula. All the way up to level 20. Though we will be switching in Haunter into our primary slot. Yeah, I don't like the fact that you guys kick out the lights when you lose. So let's make our way out of here. Let's heal up the team, and that restores the lights into the facility. And then I believe it's just the gym trainer. Nope, there's still more of them. It's not the gym trainer. But that's okay. Ghastly at a higher level than what we saw before. Let's do what we've been doing because it seems to have been working. Extrasensory should make quick work of the Ghastly here. We are a higher level, and since it doesn't have additional stats from being evolved, then we should be able to cut through it pretty quick. Here comes a Haunter, lower level than the Haunter we faced off against from the previous opponent. Mean Look coming out here, preventing us from escaping, but we're dealing super effective damage, so I'm not overly concerned about not being able to make our way through these fights. Though it's not going to one-shot the Haunter, it should put it in a position where we can two-shot it. Confuse Ray might complicate things, but we'll just need to slog through it if necessary. Just hit your extrasensory, Paula. Thank you. That was all I needed from you in this precise moment. That's the Haunter out of the way, and I would guess that it's probably a secondary Haunter about to come out to the field. And that was a good chunk of experience, but no, it's another Ghastly and a lower level Ghastly. No, it's a level 20 Ghastly, which is the same thing that the Haunter was, but it's higher level than the previous Ghastly we saw. Paula, don't hit yourself. Use extrasensory. That's okay. It's only 5 damage points that we took from ourselves. However, I don't love the curse that we now have to deal with. And nice for snapping out of your confusion. We shouldn't actually even take any curse damage from the Ghastly there, unless it still deals it after it's fainted and there's no more usable Pokemon. But that's not the case. Paula up to level 21, and I don't know if we get a Togetic now. I was hoping we probably would. And that is the gym trainer we were looking for. But let's make a swap to our team. We're going to switch Deborah into the primary position here, because she's faster and should deal more damage. Alright, Morty. Let's see what you got. Secretly trained all your life? Well, let's see what you got. Because it shouldn't be any match for the leading 2 members of my team right now. You've got 4 team members, and they're all going to be Ghastlies or Haunters, despite the fact that there's Mischievous readily available in this region. Deborah using Confusion, that's going to cut right through the Ghastly. Not bad, even though we are a lower level than the Ghastly, we ended up making our way through it very easily. Here comes a Haunter. Haunter's got 2 levels on us, but does it have the fortitude to survive a Confusion? My guess is probably, well, it does. And now we're asleep, so that's fun. And we're just going to spam Confusion until we are able to hit things. Nightmare, that's not good. But we should resist that. No, it's a Ghost type. What does Nightmare even do, though? Locked in a Nightmare. And we're just going to continuously take damage from it. Curse coming in to deal additional damage. That's not going to be fun. But it died. So, there's that, I suppose. Don't know what the logic behind that was. Level 20, not the worst thing that's happened. But we're still in the Nightmare, and we're going to take additional damage from this Curse. So that's not fun. I don't think that I got Mean Looked. Gengar coming out. Yeah, we're going to pivot over to Paula here to conserve some of the health we have. Shadow Ball, yeah, that doesn't work here. But we can extrasensory the Gengar, and he's Mean Looked me, so I'm stuck here until I'm out. But any of its Ghost-type moves that it has, it can't use against me. Do I have... I can't switch, but do I have a... What does this do? It heals by 10. That's not what I wanted. Status effect. I have an awakening. So we are going to go ahead and use that on Deborah. Yeah, and that's fine because you can't actually do anything to hit me. And then we're going to Super Potion Deborah back up to full health. So when Paula goes down, we can cause her to come back around. Sucker Punch coming out, which is interesting that it hits us. Oh, it's a dark type move, so I guess it does make sense that it would. If it's going to use Sucker Punch, though, we're just going to yawn. And then if we Encore, or we can just fall asleep, that's fine too. And now we're just both going to be snoozing here until someone wakes up and takes a hit. We're going to spam yawn until we wake up. Because we're just going to do a bunch of back and forth trading here. It's going to Sucker Punch, but it's not going to hit anything. I'm going to yawn it, so it's going to go back to sleep here in a brief second. And I'm going to Encore, or not. We're just going to trade back and forth, putting each other to sleep, apparently. So, that's fine. But as long as I don't try and hit it, then it can't do anything with its Sucker Punch. And that's the only thing that it has to hit me right now. So that's not terrible. And we're just going to go back and forth here. You used Yawn, it fails. We're going to Encore our opponents. And apparently that doesn't work either. But you're asleep, so we can extra sensory here. And that's not the worst thing that's ever happened, but you have a berry, huh? Citrus berry. We're gonna yawn. Except for we're not, because we apparently get hit by every single hypnosis that this thing throws out against me. It's not a 100% accurate move, so I don't know what it's doing. Alright, come on. Shadow Ball doesn't affect me, so it can't hit me with that. It might be out of Sucker Punches, honestly. Yawn. So we'll put him to sleep with that. Then we'll Encore the Hypnosis. But it's going to go asleep. And now we can extra sensory and chisel away at the Gengar with our Togepi here. That deals enough damage. Fast asleep still. I'm just glad that it finally missed a Hypnosis, if I'm being completely honest. Nice additional damage there. And Hyper Potion, really, Morty? And it's still asleep. That should be the last turn it's asleep, though. So hopefully it misses its Hypnosis once it gets out of its slumber. And we're going to yawn. Put him back to sleep, because I like giving my foes a taste of their own medicine. Your Encore ended. And now we're back to the same little trade-off that we're doing here. But you should be out of Sucker Punches, and you cannot hit me with Shadow Ball. So we are in a stalemate until something else happens here. We're just going to yawn until Paula wakes up. If only I had Snore. Mean Look failed. But again, it still can't do anything to hit me, because it cannot affect me. Alright, come on. Wake up. Yawn him. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm not going to make you sit through this because it's going to be a lot of this back and forth. So I'm going to speed through this until we get to whatever his 4th Pokemon is. There we go. Gengar, finally down. Yeah, that did not have to be as difficult as it was. But apparently it did. And Haunter coming out here to deal some more annoyance. You still believe you can do it, huh? Well, we're going to yawn. So we can put you to sleep. He's probably going to mean look me, so... Or he's not going to mean look at me. He's going to do something else to cause me some issues. Curse, that's always fun! But, if I Encore... that means it has to use Curse again on its next turn, if it gets a next turn. Paula's going to go down here. That's fine. We're going to be able to make some real quick work of this. And I wasn't concerned about losing a Pokemon because, again, this is not Nuzlocke Day. So we're going to be fine. More disciplined than anyone else, that's fine. We're just going to confusion you, and that's going to be the end of the gym battle. Because there's nothing else that you can counter with. Sorry, not sorry. That's a nice little chunk of... deliberation we've had there. And that is going to be everything that I wanted to knock out in today's video. So if you enjoyed, make sure that you leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe for the daily variety content. And I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day.